Oh my. Oh my.
All those, yeah, we actually used to start the podcast with all those different like voice filters because I used to freestyle rap to start the podcast, but those days are done and gone.
No, they're not done and gone. They are not. I think we need to do that,
dude. I don't have any beats right now. Maybe you make a beat. Maybe
dude,
you make a beat.
You can YouTube a beat. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. We'll get We'll get like trademarked or whatever that is.
There's free beats out there. I mean,
oh shit!
Oh shit!
Bum 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 bum. No, we're not doing this. I've already made a fool of myself plenty of times. Actually, somebody just messaged me about the raps today. I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert. And today in the studio, you guys may not believe it or not, he's here. He's finally here. The amount of doubt that people thought that you would ever be in the studio has been unbelievable.
Has this been a long-running theme of the show of like, when will I be here?
Yeah, well, I said,
how close do I have to be to the mic?
It sounds really good. There's some good ASMR, like some good. If you get some to rub.
Do you have the ASMR thing?
No, but like.
Oh God, it's fucking weird. I have it. Like.
You like the ASMR? Is that what you meant by it?
It's one of two. So like when people do it, it's one of two people. Like you either don't feel anything, it's just somebody whispering, or it feels like your brain is melting down the back of your spine.
Wait, you mean like the way you react to the ASMR?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like I don't know. Well, we've talked about it on the podcast before, but hey, Mr. Todd Willhite's in here. Hey, Todd Willhite is
wait, before we get to the ASMR thing. So like this has just been a long running. When am I going to be on here?
Yes, and
people were like, I don't know, because they knew who I was. This seems like total bullshit.
And people talking shit. It's been hilarious. Like Leslie, oh my gosh, when Leslie said, Todd, you're below him. This is below him. All of this is below him.
First of all, nothing is ever below me.
It could be. You catch Timmy at the bar at the right time. Whew, damn. But Todd is I don't
know what I expected from a guy who was a 69 framed above his head.
It is framed. It was personally made for us by the person who made that sign right there. Yeah. But yeah, Todd is a comedian and the host of a lot of the shows in the Quad City, so go check it out at the Speakeasy and all the other shit that he does. And he's also an expert video game guy. Yeah.
Expert video game guy.
And the other day, Todd got to see my wiener for the first time.
I did. Well, not personally. I mean, it was a picture, not like
we were outside,
not skin to skin.
That was it would be a little odd if I did that at a burlesque show.
It was odd when you just fucking took your phone out and showed me a picture of your cock.
Yeah, you're kind of right with that as well. Yeah, you made me blush a little bit. Yeah. But okay, so the ASMR thing, I think that's very comparable to because. I know that I'm possibly the dumbest human in the world, but they say that, like when people have like feet fetish and like it sexually turns them on, it's because your brain, where the brain like meets in that area with like your sexual desires or whatever, right across from that, like what turns you on is your thoughts about like feet and legs and your connection to your brain with that.
But ASMR is not sexual at all.
It's not?
Like listen, like if you were to play ASMR, or if anybody has like a reaction to it, it is like this is what I end up doing. Because it feels like stuff is dripping down my brain, like the back of my brain, and it kind of feels good and weird, but there's nothing. You can turn it into something sexual, but I've looked at ASMR porn.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Or it's like
ASMR
slurping.
Itself. It's almost like doing a drug.
That's what I was just going to ask.
That makes it feel like your brain is melting.
Well, there's the one when, not that I would know this, but when people snort Adderall, they call it the drip because like it's caught in the back.
You snort anything.
And it feels like it's dripping down your neck.
It's like having like post-nasal drip really, really thick. Yeah. Because like when you do coke, it does that too. And that's like one of the best parts.
I've never done coke. I wouldn't.
Well.
Oh shit! Here we go. Let's get the party started. Hey, we're on YouTube.
I mean, we'll say it's like Sweeties or Smarties.
Oh yeah, no, sativa, stevia. Is it? Wait. Sativa is like a form
Sativa's
of,
weed.
yeah, it's like a
stevia is fake
stevia.
sugar.
Well, weed's legal in Illinois, I think.
Yeah, not Iowa.
And you're probably highly drug tested at the video game place, right?
I don't really. I smoke weed every once in a while.
They should probably test you guys for like Mountain Dew, or
The fuck is that supposed to
or
be?
everybody who walks in there for Mountain Dew.
Dude, the people that walk like, okay, I'm pro marijuana legalization. I smoke every once, like maybe every couple months.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to get back to a time.
A lot of way too much vodka in that.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We need to get back to a time when people would smoke weed and not walk around smelling like shit.
Yeah.
The amount of people who walk in and you're like, God damn it, dude, like. You know, it used to be like, oh, he smoked weed. It's cologne and weed or Glade and weed.
Oh,
but
yeah.
now it's just people smoking in their cars, walking in. And you're like, did somebody just like eat a skunk and then have
Dude,
diarrhea?
you're so right. It's actually like it's a lot like, you know, it's okay for people to be fat or be overweight.
Thanks, man.
No, but but it doesn't mean that you have to quit showering. It doesn't mean that you have to wear food on your shirt all the time. Like,
Exactly.
just take
But
care of yourself.
at least that doesn't bother anybody else really. But like, there's times people like will walk in, buy something, and walk out, and 10 minutes later, somebody's like, "God, did you guys smoke weed in here?"
Oh, yeah.
Or but I don't know, when you're with your kid, you gotta be high when you're with your kid. Like that's.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
But are we supposed to do a shot of Fireball like everybody else, or what?
when I asked you, you didn't say. So I only ever bring whatever somebody asks.
Everybody asked for a shot of Fireball?
Well, most everybody else has seen at least one episode of Shot 30, so they know
Well, I didn't think I had to ask for that. I thought it was just a thing.
complimentary on the house, just like your beers. If
I
I totally would have known that
It's
you would have
called
done.
Shot 30 Podcast. I thought you just start with a shot like that. I thought that was the thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You just said beer. You just said beer.
Yeah, because I thought the shot was
Well, then
implied
let's
with a fucking thing called.
I have to run to the gas station real quick.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
Well, if you want to do it the right way, we're going to do it the right way.
you don't have any liquor in the house?
I mean, just like nasty shit vodka and stuff like that we mix with. But I just finished the last Fireball right before you got here, so we're gonna do it.
Fuck.
We're gonna
Like
do it.
literally everybody who's ever been on the show is like, "What do you want to drink?" And they're always like, "Well, we'll start with a shot of Fireball." Like,
How do you know? You said you've never watched one episode.
I watched a little bit today.
You
Listened, I guess, not watched, but
okay.
I listened to Leslie Mitchell be a cunt. And can I say cunt? Is that
It's not against my language.
Okay.
If it's against hers, that's on her. But Leslie was drinking tequila straight.
I like tequila.
I'll go get tequila. You want to take this? You just talk for like the next 1 minute, and
I was gonna say you live across the street from a bar, like.
I mean, what did you want to go across the street to the bar to take a shot and then come back?
It's mad of it. Like you couldn't walk in and be like, "Hey, can I just borrow this for a while?" They'd be like, "Yeah, go ahead." And you go over, pour us 2 shots, and then bring it back when you're done.
I will just go get tequila. All right, take this.
Matherville
take this
tequila.
If anything goes wrong, I'm leaving it out.
All right. I hate my face. Oh my Jesus. All right, I'm sitting in the comfy seat. Let's see. Oh, God, the fucking lighting's terrible where I was sitting too. I look much better here. Shayne has like fucking 2 dogs out there, 2 big dogs, and then the small dog runs free. I don't like that. If you're gonna have dogs, big, small, middle, whatever.
Why in my chair?
Because you said you were gonna be gone for a couple minutes. I wanted to sit in the comfy chair.
All right,
No, we'll switch back. This is your thing.
this is my kingdom.
That's what I was talking about real quick.
Okay.
So you got 3 dogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you got a tiny one and 2 big, like medium to big size dogs.
Yep.
And the big size dogs are downstairs in like a
Horse pen.
pen type of thing. I don't like that. Don't do that. So if you're gonna have dogs, big, medium, small, you let them all run, or they're all caged. To be the small dog, you're like, no, because I'm small, I got to run around the house where the other ones are sitting.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Except
If you had a big fat kid and a tiny small kid, with a big fat kid be stuck in his bedroom while the other kid gets to go outside and run and play?
they wouldn't get ice cream. Well, the other one's dead.
The other one's dead.
No, what?
Jesus.
No, I'm just kidding. The reason why these dogs are down here is because Max, the big one, he was an unadoptable dog, but I put him in the house, and I was volunteering at the shelter, and he was just so good. He was so great. And he was normally but the second you'd leave the house, there goes the brand new couch. I mean, literally down to bones.
That anxiety, what do they call that?
Yeah.
Separation anxiety?
Yep. And so then the next time we did it, I just walked out of the house and then boom, there he did it again. The brand new couch that was still on insurance replaced by the other one. So I was just without 2 couches. Yeah, so he's always... And if you let him out in the backyard, we have to chain him up in the backyard because he plows through, rips down the metal fence, and he will. He's just a beast. He's a beast.
Just put him down.
It'd be easier, but I can't do it. The old
Cuervo is like probably about the least I usually do with tequila.
Yeah.
Shitty tequila is gross, but the worst shitty liquor is shitty gin.
Have you ever had El Jimador?
You mentioned that on Leslie's podcast. Or the podcast with Leslie.
Dude, it was in Wolverine. Dude, and I was like, I have to, because I got my Wolverine claws over there. Yeah, those are real, dude.
I mean, I'm not shocked. You seem like the type of guy that would have Wolverine claws and just like sit down here by yourself, like just tinking them together.
Well, so when I got him, I loved him so much, and you can slide him and get like a spark, like you legitimately. And so I wanted to, I was in my apartment, and I had bought the person that I was with some flowers, and I was like, dude, I'm such a badass, man. And so it was like 1, 2, I was cutting the flowers that I just bought, and I was like, wah, 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 wah. And then, woo, straight down my pinky, cut the pinky all the way open, blood everywhere all over the apartment. Yeah, it was bad. I understand now that Wolverine, it took a little bit of work to get those things.
Yeah. Did you ever see the video of the guy? It's like at a party, and he has a samurai sword. And the dude
where he sits on the cup?
Oh, no, he puts a cigarette in his mouth, and the dude just goes like this and almost cuts his nose off. You see his nose, and I'm like, who is that fucking dumb to be like, no, take that sharp as fuck samurai sword.
Well, that's like all these idiots that are, hey, all right, dude, throw that dart. Right in front, it sticks in their pack or something.
That dude had to have like fucking reconstructive surgery on his face. Like that is like, ow, that hurt.
Dude, the internet's changed our whole life, though. I mean, we would have never been able to see these great things and all the stupid shit people are doing.
Disgusting stuff on the internet.
Oh, like the BME Pain Olympics?
I saw that, but that's all fake.
No, it's not.
I saw a dude like cut his balls open and take a testicle out and squeeze. Like that was all like no one. Yeah.
It was for $60,000. Oh,
wait.
Wait.
The internet has also led us to believe things that are total bullshit.
Like what?
Oh, don't spill your.
I won't. Like what?
Like a lot of things.
Like giant dicks. Oh.
I mean, that's not where I was going, but like stuff that like, oh, did you hear this? And
I don't know where you're going, and you
that
got
the BME Pain Olympics was bullshit. Like the like COVID's not real or this other stuff, and then you just go, why? Why do you believe that? Oh, the internet or a guy on YouTube proved it.
Yeah, but there are some things that like. I mean,
a guy chopping his own dick off is not for $60,000 is not one of them.
Yes, it is.
That's not,
dude. Like, so the one guy who sat on the cup.
That one I don't.
Like, see, I could see that. I could
probably
say that 2 Girls, 1 Cup is probably pretty fake. Right?
It's not real shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they enema themselves stuff up there and then poop it out. Which,
like it was the mixture pudding, like where it's dark chocolate, light chocolate, dark chocolate. Yeah, but like, so the guy who sat on the cup, that was real. That guy died.
I've never seen a guy sit on the cup.
All you see is two like.
Is this what this fucking podcast is?
Yeah, it's literally just where are we going?
All right.
I'm sorry. Okay, but like, all you see is his legs, and then there's a glass cup upside down, and so the bottom of the glass is pointed upwards, and it's between his legs, and then all he starts doing is sitting down, and like he's like all lubed up, and he's squatting down, and he's going further and further down on the cup, and then he goes and tightens up. The cup implodes in him, and you just see blood just pouring out of him. The guy died on the way to the hospital. It was really bad thing. But he was on a live stream, so everybody was fucking screenshotting his video and like screen recording his video.
Yeah.
So
and laughing probably.
Yeah, they got his ass.
An old form of.
They got his ass.
There's an old form of torture. They used to like the pyramid, and then they make you sit on it with the point up on like right on your butthole.
Ooh, that's.
And as you just got weaker and weaker. You would just slowly
go
until it just
more and
ripped
more.
you apart by your own body weight.
Are you
that was like
serious?
a medieval torture, yeah.
Whoa.
Because they would put a noose around your neck, and then I think they might have put your hands behind your back, and then your feet would hold you up. But like you would get weak and your feet would get sweaty.
And you start
and you would slide, and then eventually you would just like.
Whoa!
Medieval. Let's get to the gift. I brought a gift.
All right, let's do it.
Now you think it's a fake? You think it's like a bullshit gift, right?
I mean, I would assume so. Yeah.
I don't know why you do this.
I don't know what. I didn't think you liked me.
I never received your message about doing the podcast.
Okay, but you've always. I'm gonna. You know what? I'll mute you for a second.
Come on. You can't mute.
But okay, I thought you hated me for the longest time. And then I understand, like, I walk in, you guys are all buddies, like, and then you got this fucking little short guy beside you. But just because I'm short doesn't mean you need to discriminate against me. Dude, you just always gave me this, okay, man, whatever. Like, okay, cool. All right, fine.
I think I might have talked to you like 10 times before the competition. Maybe, not even 10 times. Probably like 5 times. And one time you said, do you want to do the podcast? And I was like, yeah, sure, man. I'd love to.
No, you didn't. That's not what you said at all. You're like, I don't know what's about. And I was like, I don't know. I just watched you and Ryan Graham do a 2-hour fucking podcast about somebody's
complete horseshit. Because that was when you asked me to do the podcast, that was like 2 years. I didn't know Ryan Graham when you asked me. You asked me literally like the second time I ever met you.
You said 2 years ago. That's when that happened. Ryan Graham 2 years ago. I haven't seen Ryan Graham in 2 years because I haven't seen him all this past year.
I didn't know Ryan Graham when you asked.
I completely changed my whole opinion about you. I think that you're just really a good above average guy.
I like the way we brought that back. He's a good he's above average. I brought you a present and you.
All right, let's take the present.
Okay.
All right.
So this is what
you didn't wrap the present.
I didn't have. Well, I'm not a rapper. I don't. Unlike you. But I also don't have like wrapping paper in my house.
All right. I'm on the edge of my seat.
So okay, it was gonna be. It's sports related.
Okay.
And I knew like football, obviously.
Oh God, here comes Peyton Manning.
No.
Okay.
You hate Peyton Manning?
No. I fucked him really hard.
And I was gonna bring, and I actually have it in my car. Do you like baseball?
Yeah.
Cubs fan?
Yeah.
Okay, I had a Christmas ornament of Satchel Paige.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But then I was thinking on the way here, I was like, no, I had something else in my car.
Okay.
Because I knew you liked football. I wasn't sure if you liked baseball.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm real nervous.
Should I face it like kind of this
way? Yeah, you have the cameras right over there. If you want to show. Wait. Let me get a look at this here. What the fuck is this?
It's like a song it's like the music book of like a song called.
Dude, I love like the little like pinup girls in the back.
Yeah, you're gonna be
this is awesome. I do like this. I mean, I see that you dusted the.
But now you don't get it because you called me.
You dusted the dust off of it, but it fits perfect in you.
Well, now you don't get it though because you called me above average. You're gonna call me good.
Wait.
You said you hated me, so I don't know. If you have to earn this now. I don't know if you're gonna get it.
I do take it all back. I do really like you. And I've just waited for this moment to have you on the podcast that I thought was never going to happen. I swear. Well, you know, a lot of the times when you're hosting the show and then I'm doing this brilliant stand-up comedy that I've created, and then you're just like, and then coming up is Shayne Neubert. And then the one time you left the mic down for me. You left it down.
But that was the time I couldn't get it up. Like the thing wouldn't lock.
No,
I was like, fuck it. Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah. It was perfect. But actually, what I do want to say about you is, like, and I don't care, and I know you don't like this, but you are seriously so good at stand-up. Are we allowed to jim the camera? I'll just mute you again.
No, we're allowed to jim the camera.
You can do it. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can jerk off on it while I say this if you want. Yeah, everybody knows, dude. Shot 30's probably the last. I think.
Isn't this big in Indonesia or something?
Yeah, the Philippines, the Bahamas. Yeah, we do good over there. They're real kinky. They must not have Ireland, where they like to drink.
They must not have classic rock radio over there because you have the classic rock radio voice.
Yeah. Oh, do I?
Hey, everybody, bringing you AC/DC on the 5s. This one we have Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
I don't think I sound like
you
that.
Do, though.
No,
yeah.
No, my voice has been gone. I'm actually doing the most talking this may surprise you, but I've been doing the most talking that I've ever done in my whole life the past few months, and I just can't get the damn voice back. And then I get so damn nervous before the shows that I go puke my brain. Yeah, and that just. Have you ever done that?
Yacked?
Yeah, before like a show.
I'm not a yacker. I'm more of a I'm a peer. Do definitely have to pee like 4 times right before I go up.
Oh, yeah.
And just like butterflies, but the butterflies are pretty much gone. But I do pee and my mouth gets dry.
You don't get nervous at all, though.
I used to get really nervous.
Well, maybe you do a little bit because I looked at you looking through your book before, like, and I kind of looked at you because I've never seen you like that.
I always have anxiety. I always have this thought in my head so that I'm going to forget a part of my joke. So then when I read it, I'm like, don't forget this one part. And I focus on one part I think I'm going to forget, which I don't know why I think that. But then I'll fucking forget another part. So then the next time, I'm like, don't forget that part you forgot last time. And then but it's not like it's more like, I don't know. I guess it's anxiety because it's fear about the future or something. I don't know. But like, butterflies or like the nervousness goes away the more shit you do.
Well, you just get up, like, when you're on stage, you're just like, fuck, like, I mean, you could literally, I feel like you could just drop your whole set and just make up a set and just
I can't do that at all.
Well,
I can't do that at all.
I really feel like, I mean, yeah, you just, and like your voice too, it is, you project like the whole room. Like, it's not like a lot of comics, where if the room's gone, they don't hear you anymore. Like if the room's gone, they don't hear you. But you have that voice where it's like, I don't give a fuck, motherfuckers. Listen to me. Like, they're gonna hear you no matter what.
I started with improv. That was from improv.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, where'd you do improv?
The Blacklist on Rock Island.
Is that still a thing?
Not the name The Blacklist, but kind of a core group that still does. Like when we do Shots and Giggles on Saturday. That's
okay.
That's basically the people that were in The Blacklist.
And so, yeah, there's I know that some of the improv groups is Shots and Giggles. Is it Weisenheimer's? Is that?
Do we have to talk about them?
Well, I got to give Leslie her love because, man, Leslie will just call me and just be like, "Hey, Shane, I hope you're doing great. Here's this."
I don't get that. What the fuck, Leslie?
Well, I mean,
I'm a little washed out on this side.
She's beneath you. You're just Emperor Palpatine, and we're all just your little fucking stormtroopers.
I don't know why people think like that. I don't know why.
You don't know why? You don't think that you give off this aroma of, I'm your master, everyone. You don't think you do that?
No.
Not at all.
I give off. I know that I give off an aroma of like I hate people. I've literally had people be like,
give that. You do give that off.
I remember I had worked at the Isle of Capri one time, and me and this guy, like, he was new, and me and him always worked late, so we'd always leave at the same time. And one time we were walking back to our cars, and he was like, I said something about, and he was like, "Do you fucking hate me? What the?" And I was like, if you think that means I really like you, because if I like you, I shit all over you, hoping you'll shit all over me. And then we have this relationship where we shit all over each other. If I'm nice to you, or if I don't do that, then I don't really like you.
Well, do you think that maybe that's not all the way true? Because I don't think you liked me until the other day. I don't think you liked me until like a month ago.
Well, I didn't really know you.
But you shit on me.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
But you didn't decide that you liked me.
Untrue.
I'm
untrue.
Dude,
I know very quickly when I probably will or probably won't like somebody, and I shit on you right away. Normally I shit on people because I know they can take it. That's why I like being around comics, because they almost always can take it. The ones that can't can go fuck themselves.
Yep.
But like, that's how I also know if I'm gonna like you or not. If I shit on you and you laugh, or if I shit on you and you're like, he doesn't like me. So that's why I didn't like you, because you were fucking being a bitch.
Yeah, I don't think I did that. I don't think I did it.
I think the first, like I said, and you were like, he doesn't like me, and that was exactly what you did.
And I was like, boom, let me just.
I think everybody has. I mean, everybody has a moment when they're doing it where, you realize how you are appearing versus how you think you're appearing. Because I used to have it was kind of a rape joke, where I said, I did it at Penguins one time, and I said, the joke was,
that's where I did my first set.
I have a way to lessen rape. It'll happen less with my idea.
Oh boy.
So I think what I read about is a lot of the time rape happens 2 men on 1 woman, or more than 1 man, basically. So if, let's say, there's a group of guys, like 5 guys are going to rape a woman, and the 5th guy stops it. He says no, grabs her, takes her out of there, and stops the rape. I think legally, she should be forced to fuck him. It's called gratitude, ladies. Like, that was the joke, okay? Now, comics thought it was funny, which you can't really judge, So I did it there, and the only person who laughed was Ava. She was the bartender there at the time. And she was like a feminist, And I was like, that's funny. She's blah, blah, blah. So afterwards, she said to me, she goes, I don't think people think it's funny because when you say it, it sounds like you're being truthful. That you really think that. But that's when I realized I can't say shit like that because people think I'm not joking. They think I'm being honest. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, fuck. So that changed a lot of the shit I used to do. And you kind of got that with somebody being like, you can't say stuff like that because you look like the type of guy who would say that and then beat the fuck out of me.
And then I got that again because we went to a drag show, and then that's when it actually hit me. Like when we went to a drag show, and I was like, like I'm just a wild guy. Like you never know. Like I'll go out there and fucking pull my pants down. I'll be twerking. I'll smack my face on somebody's dick. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. If I'm having fun, I'm having fun. Everybody knows. They know. But like so we went to this drag show, and somebody
real quick, you're not supposed to acknowledge me gymming the camera.
You can.
You know what gymming the cameras are.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
But you're not supposed to.
Go ahead.
No one acknowledge it.
So, anyways, when I heard it at a drag show, I was like, "What? You're the second person who said that to me." I was like, and then another guy, looked like Cam Newton, dude. This big, beautiful, jacked, gay man. He walked over and he said, "This boy been buying me drinks all night. What the fuck is your problem?" He goes, "If another motherfucker says a word, I will beat your fucking ass." And then he
that imitation is problematic.
No, it
was
looked
both racist and homophobic.
No, you're just the spark plug,
yeah.
Baby.
I'm the muse.
So now, do you know that he's a really stinky comic? Smells horrible. Oh my God, what is his name?
Stevie.
Yeah, that's the one. So Stevie was talking about how, he was talking about the speakeasy, the comedy competition and stuff like that. He said that I'm about to be the next washed up comic that doesn't do another thing ever again after they win the competition. Now, I was trying to I was thinking back, who has won that competition in the past?
Donnie Townsend.
Okay.
Mike Lucas from Cedar Rapids.
Did Ryan Graham win?
Ryan Graham did. And Blind Stein, who's a guy from Peoria, he was blind.
Oh.
I think that might be it.
I just watched, are they, Donnie Townsend still doing stand-up? Mm-hmm. So Stevie.
I mean, the thing is, like, you're in Rock Island with, usually a local wins. Like, it's not like they're gonna go from here and like, I'm going to LA now. Like, they're still in Cedar Rapids, Rock Island. Like, Stevie
acted like they never did stand-up again. No, like, it was just like,
they all still do.
Yeah, Stevie's so stupid.
Yeah, he's a moron.
How do you get such a brain-dead human being? Like, it's the.
I don't know. How are you? How are you a racist piece of shit and you also listen to Wu-Tang Clan that much?
I know it's an issue. But like, and dude, and he's got a hot girlfriend. Like it.
Every time he has a girlfriend, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Stevie just hands over his wallets and he's just working for them. They're like, "Hey, Stevie, can you work overtime today?" He's like, "Of course, baby." Every hour he works, they're just going back to Kohl's.
He's got endless Kohl's cash.
Yeah. Who is your favorite? Your favorite local comedian, and who is your favorite big, I don't want to say real.
Let's go big first so I don't offend anybody.
Yep.
I don't think I can give one, but I love Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh my God, just such a brilliant joke
David
writer.
Cross, his older stuff, he was my favorite for a long time, but then he kind of quit for a while and he kind of went back, and it's not as good. But I love David Cross. Mm-hmm. He was always the guy. I was like, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to tell it like it is and and then that didn't happen. Actually, I went to the Comedy Store 3 years ago, and I got to see Anthony Jeselnik do basically an open mic set where they do.
Was it about stuff. A baby?
He has one, but he had. I'm not going to say it, but he had some he's literally just reading off a piece of paper and marking yes or no if it was good or joke or not.
Really?
And I saw him and Neil Brennan, Leslie Jones.
I hate how people don't call Neil Brennan a real comic. That's such trash. Just because he performs as he does his. But he was awesome to see. He literally did 5 minutes that bombed.
Like nobody gave a fuck. And then he
Is
goes,
it so wild to watch comedy say that bomb?
And then he goes, I got 5 minutes that I know is going to work after this. So it's like, give me 1 more minute to wrap this up, and it's going to suck, but then I'll finish it off good. And and everyone just sat there, he did, and he did.
It's fat. That's fascinating.
Like I understand why. Like the Comedy Store is pretty amazing. Like,
and even Santino and Bobby Lee said the other day that it and they actually sounded like, I know they're two stupid idiots that just talk about it, but they made it sound like it's starting to die again ever since all the comics are leaving. But I think maybe that has to do with COVID too.
I think that's always kind of happened though. Like maybe not a specific place, but comedy has always had like a rise and fall. Like, and just people forget about it. I think because like in the '80s it was huge. In the early '90s, it wasn't, and then like Chris Rock brought it back, and then like it always kind of ebbs and flows based on who. But I think there's not a lot of young like it used to be, like a Chappelle and all these guys would come up, and they're like now it's like there's not. I think it's because of social media and the way just fucking movies and TV works. Like it used to be like after 2 years of comedy, they just gave you a sitcom.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
and. If it sucked, you were gone. If it was awesome, like Seinfeld or Everybody Loves Raymond and shit, they lasted, and then there were these huge comics. But now, like, they're not really getting shit because they're like...
Well, and that like, all that shit's dead, though. Sitcoms, that's dead. Nobody cares about...
Like, real... because everyone has streaming and shit, it's like... And CBS... Like, network stuff is just dog shit.
Did I ask you this at the last show that we... What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I just like the cold on my nose.
Oh, dude, sometimes these ones shock you a little bit. And, like, it just brings you back to life. Yeah. It's kind of like when guys like their balls tugged
my
on
butt
or
hurts.
smacked.
You need to go to Goodwill and just buy, like, a second chair.
Do you want
my butt hurts a little bit.
You're much taller than that bar stool.
I don't think height has anything to do with it.
Well, we're going to put some padding on. I have your padding for your seat actually under my butt because I like the extra comfort. Yeah, so did you see the documentary on the Comedy Store? I thought I asked you that. Yeah. Man, I just really thought that was so fascinating. Like, dude, the way that they're talking about just being coked up monsters, every one of them just waiting for their next turn, you know?
The first, I think it was either 2 or 3 episodes when it was about the history and they had all, like, that was awesome. But then it turned to like a commercial for like young or like some comics who were there. I was like, what the fuck is it? Like
the fakest thing I've ever seen when the guy got promoted.
Oh god, that literally was fake.
It was
like
so
he didn't
fake.
He's not a paid regular.
Oh my god.
They literally faked that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
That was bad.
But also I also like it's like when people talk about Mitzi Shore. It was like, oh, like they talk about her like she was this great kingmaker and she was this amazing like she sucked. She ruined people's careers and lives. She was fucking awful. But because she owned that play, and I feel like Comedy Stores is kind of the same thing where it's like, oh, you can become this paid regular. Like, ooh, I make $10. Like, thank you. Like, it should suck your dick. Like, fuck you. You're nobody. Like, the Comedy Store is literally like nobody.
And a lot of people don't realize Joe Rogan's going there, and he's making $30 for that night.
Yeah.
Like, still.
And like Mitzi Shore, like hated Louis C.K., said Seinfeld sucked. Took other people and said you should do these things. They did them, and they like ruined their careers and stuff. And they're like, no, she was obviously racist and kind of misogynist and like, but it's like, oh, I'm a paid regular. They're like, who fucking cares? Like,
yeah, I mean, it did a lot of things for.
They don't have 3,000 views on a podcast in Indonesia, do they?
Yeah, fuck yeah! Cheers to that, my friend. Actually, fuck it. Let's do a shot of tequila to that. Wait, let's finish off this thing.
What's the bar across the street?
There's the
Paddock.
Now you just told the people in Indonesia where I live, right across the street. Where the fuck do you think they do?
Yeah, Google the Paddock. I'm sure they have a website and a Facebook presence.
Well, I mean, most people. Well, we did have one woman. Whoa! Yeah, we had one woman lose her fucking mind. She found out my phone number, our address. She was from like Tennessee, and she was a fan of the fact that we get 7 views on YouTube, and she thought I was her man. Like, something spoke to her, and she was like sending me emails and like the craziest shit. Like,
well, I mean, you do sound like a guy who would be called the Gator on, Cool 109.7.
Gators bitches never wear.
Hey everybody, it's the Gator.
I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that.
I don't.
This is the Gator playing.
I don't. And
Playing the Eagles playing 2 times the Eagles today on Thursday. This one's Hotel California for the 9th time today.
What a wonderful world. That's the way you sound. And I think to myself. You know that song, right?
Yeah, that don't sound like that.
I sound just like him.
You kind of sound like him.
Oh, God. Following that up with my drink is just a... Did
you make your drink?
Yeah, I made my drink. They don't
You
make...
put too much vodka in it?
Yeah, they don't make vodka Gatorades at the gas station.
Well, I thought maybe Tim Marie might have made
Well,
it.
maybe in Matherville they do.
No, they probably do.
Yeah, you can get like a pack of Lucky Strike with fucking meth in it.
Huh.
They come pre-rolled. Yeah, it's good. The good. Wait, do you smoke meth like that?
You can. I mean, it's not the best way to do it.
I mean, there's probably a lot of methods that came out of Matherville.
True.
A lot of new methods.
Yeah.
I actually just found a new one out the other day. Well, no, actually, I mean, I just found I've never been around any of the meth people. Like, so I don't ever know what the reactions are. You know, I know when somebody's drunk or somebody's being an asshole or emotional, they're going to cry, they're going to get in a fight. I can see that and react to that. But like meth, man, I just had my first someone just in a different world, like looking around and like smacking my face and not knowing even who the fuck I am, telling me to suck their pussy and like not knowing even who, like does not recognize me. And that's a dangerous drug.
It wasn't Tim Marie?
It was not. It was not.
Do you know, I don't know if Tim Marie ever told. So I went to high school with Tim Marie, for anybody out there who wants a little trivia.
Yeah, hell yes. So you guys already know he's like 46 years older than me. That's the ongoing joke.
Is Tim Marie older than you?
Yo, way older.
It's Tim Marie's 3 years younger than me? Is she like 38? 37?
Older.
Really?
39? Yeah.
All right.
I ain't even in the same boat as you guys. So wait, you're 40?
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is what I just said I think the last podcast. Dude, age blows my mind in today's world. I would have guessed you were 31, 32.
Well, okay. So when I was 30, I think 31, I got a job at Sears. And I walked in and I said, hey, I'm the new guy, blah, blah, blah. And there's this old dude there who's like in his 60s.
What's a Sears?
Yeah, good one. He was like in his 60s. And when I walked out, he goes, what are they doing hiring 18-year-olds to fucking work? Because it's a commission job, you know? Because I've always looked like, I mean, when I was 18, I looked like I was 12.
That's crazy. But you're you're the biggest man in the world.
I know, but it's the chubby face. Like,
that is wild. That just blew my mind.
But I used to make fun of Tim Marie for her name because her name is so stupid.
Well, okay. Do you want to know what everybody asked me? Oh, you married a sister? That's what everybody always says when I tell them that my wife, her name's Timmery. So fucked up. It was right outside of Anawan. Okay. Another.
I know.
Yeah, another very Matherville-ish town. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bigger though.
Yep. Yeah, just a hair. They've got a subway and a water tower.
Ooh.
Yeah. But no, it was so fucked up. It was crazy. But I do want to, first of all, Shot 30 Podcast is sponsored by Manscaped. Use the promo code SHOT30 at manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping. They've come out with a bunch of new shit, and I mean, if you know a guy and they're hairy, they can use Manscaped in the shower. They can use it anywhere they want. And now they have their new razors and they are incredible. They are no-nick razors. And I've tried every which way. I'm shaving my butthole horizontal and vertical. And I'm not nicking shit. I'm not bleeding at all. Go visit manscaped.com. Use the promo code SHOT30 at Manscaped and get 20% off plus free shipping. Also, if you are in for cupcakes after shaving your butthole, go visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram for your most beautiful cupcakes, cookies, cakes, delights. She is the absolute best in the business, and I mean, after looking at some of the prices, half the price. Go visit Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies on Facebook and Instagram today. Now, Mary Quite Contrary's House of Burlesque is having a show December 11th at Varieties. At what time? I don't fucking know. But I love Mary and I love their troupe. So go visit some performers like Daisy Fontaine, Misha Nouvelle, Wicked Jezebel at Varieties. I don't even know where Varieties is. But yeah, Mary Quite Contrary, House of Burlesque, they're the best. I love them.
Now here's Aerosmith with Love in an Elevator.
Oh my God. We're halfway there.
I think Varieties is Davenport, like when you go over Centennial, you take a left. Like it's Mary's and Variety. Isn't it Variety?
I
think so.
Yeah, I don't. And then they just Mary Quite Contrary's House of Burlesque. They just announced that they're teaming up with Honey and Ether, the photography group, full time. That's
Okay.
some exciting news for you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, we just had Honey and Ether on the fucking podcast.
Okay.
All right. So, how long you been doing stand up?
About 9-ish years.
Whoa, that's it. With you being 40, with you being 47, dude, I thought you would have been doing
like,
it.
I didn't do. I started improv when I was like, I think I was 30 at the time, and then like a year into that.
Max, shut up. Guys, there's a dog kennel right outside the studio.
And then, and then I started improv in like a year. I think a year. No, that's not, like 9 months. I think November was my.
I'm still listening to you. I'm gonna shut that fucking.
Does this happen every episode?
Max,
Is this like a
quiet.
thing that happens?
Quiet.
I'm enjoying myself, but I really want to bang his wife. His wife's nice.
This is the Working Man's Podcast.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Blue
Collar Podcast coming at you. Now here's Rainy Days Go Away. Oh, no.
This is Kiss That Pussy 92X, The Extreme. And right now we're going to play you My Dick by Mickey Avalon.
Oh, that's the guy who named. Okay, I never knew that dude's name.
My Dick
Yeah.
cost a late night
Yeah, I
fee.
can see you loving that song.
Why? Why could you see that?
You're a frat. You're a bro. You're a frat bro, like type of guy.
No, actually, my college that I'm in just offered
Currently
me.
in college.
I go to Eastern Gateway Community College, but they offered me like an online fraternity. And so I was like, what the fuck is this?
Hey, at least you're guaranteed not to be hazed to death.
Well, that's what I want. I've watched a lot of pornographies like that. Yeah, like a lot of.
Hazed to death pornography.
Well, it's normally it's the sorority.
It's the sororities have to suck dick to get into, and they have to eat each other out and stuff.
Yeah.
Can't get into that.
What is your porn of choice?
MILF lesbian seduction. That's a good one. But no, honestly,
So the MILF goes after a lesbian by seducing them?
yeah, like when the MILF seduces a teen, you know.
That's
but honestly,
creepy.
Chatterbait's the best.
Chatterbait is great.
Yeah, Chatterbait's
Dude,
definitely
we
the best.
found all the best trannies on Chatterbait.
You can't say trans.
Transgenders, I'm sorry.
Trans, I think it's just.
Well, I was talking about car equipment. Car equipment.
I always wonder if there is somebody like that I know on there, because that'd be cool. I do know one person who, like, I've met them. I don't really learn out with friends or anything that does like porn. I think has an OnlyFans.
You know how many OnlyFans girls we've had on the podcast? Dude.
No, I don't listen to this hunk of shit.
Dude, we had a girl, and she was on the podcast, and she's just out there killing it. Well, she got on TikTok, and she had a video go viral, and she's been working on her OnlyFans for a while. She made $27,000 in 3 fucking days.
What's her name?
Her name, well, I mean,
Ash.
Ash, she goes by Ashhole. That's her name. I went to school with her. It's like you and Timmery, but neither of you guys have started those OnlyFans. I have one, though. Are you ever thinking about looking it up?
Do you show butthole?
That's all I show. It's
just pictures of buttholes. This is my butthole every day.
I do Manscaped ads on there, like, hey, for the promo code use the promo code SHOT30, and your butthole will look like this. I do have a really beautiful man butthole. And I would assume.
Have you taken a picture and then looked at it?
Well, no, I look in the mirror. I have a lot of mirrors to look. Like I do the bend over. We have the standing mirror, so I do the bend over look between my legs.
Gotcha.
And it's good looking.
I think, but that can be deceiving. I think you need a close up, not super close up, but like
just like the butthole. I don't have the I've never bleached my butthole, so I still have like
that's an episode.
the little coloring around it.
That's an episode.
What is bleaching my butthole? Mm-hmm. Do you know how to do so?
Yeah, you just take bleach and dump it on your butthole.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
I know that's the way. Actually, you know what? Go get some bleach. Let's do it.
Do you?
Yeah,
is that really?
That's exactly how we do it.
Is it real life
Like
the way
the
it
bleach
works?
you put in your laundry. I just dump that all over your
I know
butthole.
you're fucking with me.
And
but
then I have to spread it a little bit so it gets inside. Because you definitely want to get in. Yeah.
Okay, so you ever played that one video game where you can make your dick giant?
Cyberpunk?
That's it. Yeah. That's actually the one. We did a podcast with a guy that only talked about that. And we counted it. And we did it during the podcast, counted the times that dick, penis, cock, junk, wiener were used throughout. And we were at like, I think it was 287.
Did you ever see the glitch? So it was a very glitchy game when it came out. And one of the glitches was when you hit start and it would like show your character, like the clothes he's wearing and stuff, and he could change that around. But there was a glitch that his dick would just be out.
Well, yeah, that's what he was showing us. Yeah, that's where
But you'd be fully clothed.
But you get to pick his penis
Yeah,
size.
yeah. But you'd be like fully clothed, but your dick would just be out. And like you could like turn him and his dick would like, move and stuff. You could get it,
Oh, dude, that's great. You get the propeller. You get to go into the helicopter.
That's what I'm talking about. You're a bro.
I'm not a bro. I'm everything.
You're a bro.
I'm a chick.
You're bro.
I'm anything, dude. I can be anything. I'm not broy.
You're bro.
Like, I'm not Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is bro.
Are you fucking kidding me? You would fit in so well with the Jersey Shore.
No, I wouldn't,
You would.
dude. No way.
You would.
You are
Gym Tan Laundry, you're like this close.
No, I'm
You're
not.
like this close from... Okay, Gym, you're already there.
No, not anymore. I used to be there.
You're there.
I could still a little bit.
Dude, I've seen your Facebook. Like, you post pictures of you lifting shit. You're gym already.
I'm not that
Tan,
gym,
you're not
though.
because you live in
I'm
Madison.
gym,
But if you were in
I could be gym, gym, drink.
They drink. That was the whole point of it.
Butt
So they get
stuff.
No, you're like... You're Matherville Shore.
Wait. Okay, so if you're gonna do that to me, you know what? You're a video game guy, and I can't even say it because you don't appear to be video game guy. You're like, you kind of give off this like, you got a cigarette?
Is that a vibe?
That's all it is. That's all I got.
Okay.
And you're like, if you don't let me, actually, you're like, you got a cigarette I can borrow? But then you're like, can I sell you this car that's maybe not mine? You see what I'm saying? You could be like that Uncle Rico type salesman, where you're selling like Tupperware.
You're really far off.
I don't know. But then you got the pirate vibes. You got the, yes, all right, Joe, go get them. Like I've already said that to you once or twice.
That I have pirate vibes about yes, go get them? I don't even know. I don't feel like pirates say that.
Go get the booty. All right, Polly, you want a cracker? Oh, Polly, you are a cracker. Damn.
See, like you guys at home right now, people are like, yeah, he's a bro. He's Gym Tan Laundry. He's Matherville Shore. They get it.
No, Matherville.
Edwards River. You're on the shore of Edwards River.
I was gonna say Matherville Lake.
Well,
dude, that's where all the babes hang out. Though we got
Matherville babes?
We got like Tookie. Yeah, we got Tookie down there. We got
Pumpkin.
We got D Wow.
I'm trying to think of some. My buddy was a guy I lived with for a while was from Manitoba.
Pumpkin Spice.
Tommy Cameron.
Oh, Mia Khalifa.
Don't know that.
Oh, I thought we were naming porn stars.
No. I was naming people from Manitoba.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that.
Abby Hamilton.
Oh, she got an OnlyFans. So when you got started in stand up, what actually in improv, what made you want to do that?
I always wanted to do it. I just didn't know how.
Were you like a theater guy in school or anything like that?
I wanted to be, but theater wasn't my thing. But I was in 8th grade. So in Sherrard it was 7 through 12. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't really do theater unless they needed somebody until you were in 9th grade.
So is that like kind of like did that give you like the free pass? Like, oh, I'm a senior, I'm 18, and I'm dating a freshman.
It happened.
But instead now you could date a 7th grader.
I mean, not really, but
that's kind of
it's close
in your time era.
Yeah.
You know,
it wasn't frowned upon.
20 years in front of me.
Anywho, you're not. What are you? 21?
23.
Bullshit. 20 fucking 30.
I'm 30.
I was gonna say.
On the dot today.
Anywho, so okay, I was in 8th grade.
You could say happy birthday.
I was in 8th grade, and I mean, you're probably also lying again.
No, today's my birthday. I'll give you my ID.
Facebook didn't say it.
I don't have it set on my Facebook.
I mean, I don't care. But anyway.
Okay.
So 8th grade, they were doing when I was in 8th grade, they were doing MASH. Uh-huh. And
that was the TV show?
It was a play too.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And I told the guy who was the director of all plays, like I wanted to do plays eventually. So they had a character a guy who was playing a character, and he was flunking science. And if you flunk, you're not allowed to do extracurricular activities. Mm-hmm. So he was like, "Hey, would you mind being like the understudy? And then if he passes, if he flunks, you can be in the show. And if he passes, we'll give it like a walk-on thing, just because I was in 8th grade. It was kind of cool." Mm-hmm. Well, it was the lead, which is a small Asian boy who was being played by a small Asian boy, and I was the understudy. Oh my God. I was just like at the time. I was 14. I was probably like 5'10", like 250. And if he failed, the small Asian boy, the only small Asian boy in our whole school, if he failed, I was the small Asian boy, the only one in the whole fucking play.
Plot his murder.
And I was like, I remember telling him one time, I was like, "You better pass," because
you should have plotted his murder.
We had a dress rehearsal, and I had yet to even open the fucking play, and so I used to have to so during the dress rehearsal, I would and I was at that time taking the lead just so he could run through it once with me. I had to learn my lines right before I went on stage, and I fucked up a bunch because I was, and then after that I never really did it. But I tried out for Comedy Sports once.
Oh, those are so good, though.
And my brother told me, because my brother was in Comedy Sports, so I had seen them a few times. And my brother told me they'll never let you in because of me, because they hated him at the end. Oh. And I was like, oh, okay. So I only went once. I never went back. And then when Blacklist started, some people from had known my brother, and so they contacted me, and that's how I got into that. And then they started an open mic. And open mics started up kind of everywhere, and so I started doing that.
Well, I want to go back on the theater thing, because if I had to pick your role, I would have picked Peter Pan. I could just see you being Peter Pan.
Maybe the alligator.
No, Peter Pan.
The alligator have a name? I
think you could be Peter Pan, or I think you could be the bear in Jungle Book.
I'm Baloo. I could definitely be Baloo. Yeah.
I think that would be a really good role.
Necessity. I honestly, the simple bare necessity.
I really could see that.
Your worries and your strife. Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. What would I be if in your play world? I know,
are we going?
Just scratch all the. I know you just scratch the Ryan Reynolds stuff, the Tom Hardy shit, the Achilles and Troy. Just scratch all that. All right, give me something other than that. Something I haven't heard before.
I think you could take most of Ryan Reynolds' roles, like Van Wilder, or what was the last one he did? The one where he played a video game character, the shitty ones that everybody hates that he does.
Yeah.
You could be like the orangutan in Jungle Book.
Well, come on, give me some. I want to be Rosie O'Donnell's character in Tarzan. Come on, what was the shabada boobada babada yabba dee ba ba.
Yeah, you just proved why you can't be.
Dweed up, dweed doo. Woo!
I'm trying to think. You could be oh no, you know who you could be? I'm pretty sure it's Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
The warthog?
Oh. When he was a young warthog.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, you could be Pumbaa.
I'm gonna be a mighty king. I'd be Simba. Dude, I might be Simba.
No.
Yeah, dude. I'm Simba. And you're Scar. I'm Mufasa.
Okay, first of all, don't ever compare yourself to James Earl Jones.
Oh, wasn't he the guy?
The voice of Mufasa.
No, and Darth Vader.
Yeah. Don't ever try to stake that claim, because you are not that.
Okay.
Mufasa was too much of a young, he was Jonathan Taylor Thomas as a young boy. I don't know who played him as an adult, but you're not that either. You can't be king. You could
Maybe I could be like Donald Glover's Simba.
No, not at all.
Okay, not that either.
No, you could be like.
This is America. Don't get you Savannah. Don't get you Savannah. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, that was not bad.
It was. It was terrible. I'm trying to think. You could be. Definitely orangutan is in your range, because you're kind of squatty. You need longer arms, but you're.
I don't know. Maybe I'd be like you know who I would be? Even though I'm not as big, I would probably be the guy with the cigar. He was one of the Goofy's characters,
Oh, the neighbor on Goof Troop.
He had the big cigar in his
Yeah,
mouth
yeah,
and
yeah.
poured out. Yeah, that'd be me.
Well,
I can play that.
You're not fat enough. That guy was like he was like a Tony Soprano type.
Do you want to know what lead roles I played in theater in high school?
You were in theater in high school?
Yes. Actually, I was so judged for doing it because I was captain of the football team, and I went to a school that shamed me because you're not supposed. I went to Weathersfield.
Okay.
I heard a lot of weird fucking shit about me doing the play, but I got cast as Prince Charming, and then I got cast as the Big Bad Wolf, and then what was the other one? What was the other one?
I can see Big Bad Wolf. That's good.
Yeah, it was actually they did some weird spinoff thing where I was like the Big Bad Wolf at court.
Did you just say wolf?
Wolf.
God, you are Matherville. It's a crick. It's a big bad wolf.
Wolf. WOOF. Wolf. What are you doing to me right now?
The first time he kind of said woof.
Wolf.
People from Matherville will say woof,
Wolf.
crick, warsh.
Well, have you ever heard of the Beaver Wolf? The Beaver Wolf. It's actually the legend. It's like if you've ever heard of what do they call creature? So Bigfoot, but the one thing that's the chupacabra.
Okay.
And those mystery stories, the Mothman.
Gotcha.
Well, Matherville has one of their own. There's a creature named the Beaver Wolf that lives down at the lake, dude, and people have seen him. I seen him.
Sherrard had one.
Yeah,
we had the Fire Lake Monster. Was our mythical. It was supposed to be a giant snapping turtle that somebody let loose, and then.
It sounds like something they stole that from the Loch Ness. We had the Beaver Wolf, okay? We have the Beaver Wolf.
Yeah, yours is real original.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You've heard of another Beaver Wolf out there?
I've heard of a beaver.
I've heard of the Matherville
wolf.
Monster. Yeah, everybody can make up some lame line like that. But the Beaver Wolf, a beaver and a wolf came together.
You just said wolf again.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
A beaver and a
to
wolf.
Me? I don't understand.
So my mom was an English teacher. So when people say things like woof or warsh, it just snaps.
But what am I supposed to say?
Wolf?
Wolf. I gotta draw out that L.
Wolf.
Oh,
wolf,
dude,
wolf,
is that
wolf,
Teen
Wolf?
Wolf? Damn, dude. Okay. Well, what was the one when I was in school? Tommy Dawkins. Do you remember that wolf show? Tommy.
Not that I know of.
All right. I don't know how long this was around. I used to love the shit out of this.
There was a Teen Wolf comedy comedy show.
Wolf
MTV
Tommy
show.
Dawkins.
There was a Teen Wolf MTV show.
It was called Big Wolf on Campus. You don't remember this?
Not that I know of.
Dude, when this guy turned into a wolf, and we're going to put his picture up right in the middle of our faces right here.
Was that a Saturday morning?
Yes.
Okay, I have a vague, seeing his picture kind of brings back something, but apparently it wasn't something I watched a lot that I know of.
So what is it what is something that you would watch a lot of? CNN, HBO, NBC? I don't know.
Age naming.
Just TV
network.
channels?
No,
yeah.
when I was a kid, I watched. They had a Teen Wolf cartoon series. A lot of shit when I was a kid, it was just a takeoff of a movie. But Smurfs, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. I'm in that. I was there.
I didn't really like Care Bears that much.
Oh God.
He-Man was a big one.
Well,
I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles though. That was my jam.
I was when I was really young, Teletubbies was my shit. Dude, Teletubbies was my shit. Remember, I grew up in a different era, dude. We went Teletubbies, and then we went Zoom. Come on, and Zoom.
I used to watch Zoom when I came home when I was in high school. I used to watch it because it used to piss me off. I used to watch that and then Seventh Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Saved by the Bell, though.
Oh, and Full House.
It sold out like that at ticket prices higher than normal because he's famous only. No one had ever seen him do stand-up. But they knew the name Jeremy Piven, so they went to see him. Sam Talent goes there. They're not going to sell out. They'll sell 40, 50 tickets. Kyle Kinane goes there. They might sell out just with a hardcore group. But they could probably sell out 4. They had a show, remember Big Pussy from Sopranos?
I've never seen Sopranos. It's way older than me.
First of all, it's not.
Okay.
Don't do that.
I've seen Pokemon. Every episode.
Second of all, we have streaming things. But they did a show, and honestly, it was No one even knew what the show was. But it was a guy from Sopranos that they knew the name of. Fucking sold out. It was horrible. I've seen the worst shows put on by famous people in quotations, and people will fucking sell that thing out in a heartbeat. You put on the best comic that they've never heard of, they don't give a fuck, and they even if they go to it, they will never go see that guy again because they don't give a shit. They don't remember his name. They don't give a fuck. They only remember famous people. So if you put Pauly Shore at a show, it probably sells out. You put Sam Talon on a show, you're giving away free tickets the day before he's there. And Sam Talon's amazing if you haven't checked him out. He's fucking hilarious.
Maybe I'm just frustrated because I'm just a baby with big eyes, but dude, like,
I was that way when I was 2 to 3 years in too. But we all were.
But like, I mean, when it so I don't know if you know this. I
feel like we should.
I feel like we're locked in. We're holding hands for everybody just listen. I have hyperhidrosis, so my hands sweat. I was born with
that a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
like I was
born
your
with
wife.
an extra. Yeah. She left a little bit of too much lube and then hasn't showered for days. Anyways, I don't even know what the fuck I was gonna say. Good. Something about big dicks. And hey, this podcast is sponsored by every guy with a big dick. So send your pictures in right now.
Yeah, I guess I'm not a sponsor. What? Where would they send that to?
You can send that to shot3030. That is shot, the word 30, the number 30 at gmail.com.
Why is
you can
it
send out any question because Timmery was drunk when she made that.
But can't you just make another one?
It was just supposed to be Shot 30 podcast,
can't
but now it's already been locked in. And you guys can visit that link right here. It's going to be on the screen.
Is it?
Yeah, it's going to be up on the screen in just a few days.
But it's not.
I know it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, Daddy. But okay, so like I mean, even breaking maybe away from that a little bit, I just think that
you're wrong.
I just think that there's so much talent though, and I think it goes wasted.
There's talent everywhere, and no one gives a fuck unless you're in Chicago, LA, Atlanta, Miami, like a big city. And even then, they don't really give a fuck. All they give a fuck about is fame, views, followers. Like. If honestly, if I kicked you in the balls right now and you got like 200,000 views from just me kicking you in the balls, the next show you did would have like triple the amount of people at it for no fucking because that doesn't prove you're a good comedian if I kick you in the balls, right? Mm-hmm. But they'll go to see you because that's the dude who has 200,000 views on a fucking video. Chris Schlichting, very good comic. He was on Bob and Tom because he took a video of one of his kids. He has twins. They did a wrestling show, or they did wrestling, and they had to face each other. Uh-huh. And he was like, "Oh my," and he just had a video of them after one of them won, and the guy went to lift his hand, and the other kid punched him in the balls. He was on Bob and Tom because of that, not because he's a fucking good comic who makes good quality stuff, who was doing shows in the Quad Cities, because his son punched his other son in the balls. That's it. That's all they fucking care about, and that's why Netflix blows. That's why streaming sucks. That's why this generation of all this shit sucks. Because if you can if PewDiePie wanted to do a stand-up comedy show, he would have he could fill out a fucking arena, and he's never done stand-up. But if the best comic in the world, who no one knows, wants to put on a show, he might get 10 people there.
I think I understand our difference of opinion, and it doesn't come down to 10 years or 3 years. I think what it comes down to is I'm a fucking social media whore. I am. Like
I agree with the whore part.
Like you pretty much name it. I'm following suit with every exactly what you're saying. The podcast, boom. TikTok, boom. Instagram, boom. Facebook, boom. I'm posting. Our TikTok has went mega viral. Like it's over and over and over again. We had 80 million views on our TikTok page in 30 days. So
that's what's wrong with the fucking shit going on right now.
But I get that idea of how fast things can happen. That's the idea that I have.
But it's also how fast they can end.
But it's
also how quickly. So what I used to
Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
There was a show called Little House on the Prairie. Do you know what I'm talking about? Little House on the Prairie.
Was that BC or AD?
It was AD.
Oh, okay.
It was a TV show based on the Laura Ingalls Wilder book series about people in the prairie times, right?
Was it that the one with the dog? There was a dog, right? A lab or something like that?
No.
Oh no, like
That
a
was Full
collie,
House. No.
broider collie or
But
whatever they call it.
It was like people, 1800s times. When they were a log cabin era.
Oh yeah.
And there was an episode one time
No McDonald's.
where Laura Ingalls, little Laura Ingalls, she was jealous of another girl because that girl had titties.
Damn.
It's a real episode. That girl had titties and everyone was taking notice of her titties. So she was like, I want titties because that's just what girls do. So the next day when she went to class, she put apples.
Guys do that too now.
Anyway, the next time she went to class, she put apples in her dress to make it look like she had titties. And the teacher called her up to the drawing board and said, hey, we have a math problem. I want you to do the math problem, So she grabbed the chalk and she reached up and an apple fell out and everyone saw that she had fake titties. That's how you did fake titties back then. You just put an apple in your shirt.
Didn't have balloons.
Yeah. And to me, that's a metaphor of when you're ready, show people your big fucking tits and not your apples. And this era right now is everyone showing off their apples with no tits to back it up. Everyone's saying, I have 80 million views on TikTok. And like, what'd you do? I lip-synced a song that somebody else wrote, and now I have 80 million viewers and I make a bunch of money. That's fucking meaningless. You didn't do shit. You did nothing. You went on TikTok, and you played somebody else's very worked-on, hard thing to do music, and you moved your lips to it. It's like lip-sync battle on, what was that channel? Like you didn't do anything, and now you have money and cred and all this shit. You have nothing. You're worthless, essentially. I'm not saying you personally.
No.
But like that's what people are doing, and then people who are doing the real shit, the making of the music, the making of the comedy, the making of the TV show. It's kind of like when there was an episode of 30 Rock, and they were like, this guy was on this TV show, and he's dead now, and everyone clapped. And they show the creator and writer of the show, and everyone's like, who the fuck is that? The writer and creator of things, the dude who does the hardest work possible, no one fucking knows or gives a shit about, and the person who just says the words that guy wrote, everyone loves. We're in an era of that.
Yeah, and I think I'll do a little bit of both here. I think I'm going to both agree and disagree in some sense of the manner. Because, like, I had, don't pour you made me my whole mustache just emptied out all that tequila from before. Drink that. I'll do a shot of tequila. Yeah, that's probably equivalent. You're doing rum chata. Oh, good God. This is going to be just such a pathetic. I built this bar, by the way.
Rum chata having much bite to it.
My chest hair is growing.
Good thing you have Manscaped.
But so I do think. God, are your ears? Okay, so I do think it's a mixture of both because I've felt that feeling of when we went viral on TikTok. We were bowling. Me and Timmery were bowling. I posted a stupid ass video, came out to the car, and I had 300,000 notifications on my phone. And my phone was like, I was like, damn, baby, we can use this as a sex toy, this thing's fucking just wiggling. But, and then I was like, oh my God, this is going to bring so many people to the podcast. This is finally what I want. Because I love the podcast, because I put hours and hours and hours of work into the podcast.
It shows.
Yeah, I know. If you would have heard the way I talked before the podcast, you would have been like, Jesus Christ. But now I'm every time I lean forward and talk to somebody, I'm like, so, I'm all my hand's always here. But and then it didn't do anything. But then we were on live on TikTok, and it was something had happened. We had 10,000 people watching my live video, and they're sending me money, and they're just talking, please say my name, please say and I'm walking on the treadmill I have no idea what's happening right now. You guys all suck. You're ugly. You dumb.
And that's when you realized your balls were out, and you're like, oh, I get it now.
Well, no, I got off the treadmill, and I was I've always wanted that type of moment. Not like this, I guess, but maybe I don't know. Because I grew up in this era of I started a YouTube page when I was 15 years old. You know, when I got my first 20,000 view video.
That was amazing.
But I was making, dude, if you were to see them now, you'll fucking die. I will show you them right after we're done with this. But like that was something that I grew up with, was like that internet fame. I didn't know.
That's why people hate your generation.
But it doesn't matter because it's a separate generation. That's where I'm going to say that you're wrong too. Because you know what? You are so right when you say, well, this Taylor Swift song, you just lip sync it and you just made a million videos or a million views.
Is lip sync the
I don't
past
see,
tense of lip
you
sync?
lip sync.
I don't know. Lip synced. Lip sync.
Sank? I don't know. Sunk? You lip sunk it?
Lip sunk it? I like lip sunk. Let's go lip sunk.
Lip sunk. Okay, you lip sunk the song. That sounds even way worse. But it sounds like the Titanic's just going down with it. But, you know, it's like the dog face guy, the cranberry juice, and the guy on the skateboard to the Stevie Nicks. Yeah. Now the only thing, it's a catchy beat. The guy's just skateboarding, you know, and he is a millionaire now. If only from that video, a millionaire. And it doesn't make sense why it would happen, but what people are looking for now, especially ages 16 to like 25, is just something so catchy that entertains them, where they can make it this fast and keep coming out with it. You know,
to be like, I lip sunk to video, and then I'm a millionaire is fucking so dumb. And now that you're not even doing like I read somewhere PewDiePie made like $25 million like in 1 year. Mm-hmm. He's not doing like, if you were to say you made $25 million, like LeBron making whatever he makes, you know, I get it. He brings people to the stadium.
Yes, he's selling tickets.
PewDiePie sold advertising that no one watches. Literally nothing good comes out of PewDiePie. Ever.
I don't even know who PewDiePie is.
He plays a video game and talks while he does it. And usually says something about how Jews are like controlling the world and are money hungry. And no one gives a fuck that he does it. And and everyone watches him, which is so fucking dumb. Not because he's good, but because he was the first. But literally he's not creating anything. Mm-hmm. Like, if you were to tell me that somebody made $25 million because they made a product, and I think that, like the Pet Rock, hey, I'm fine with that. That dude made something that gave some people joy. This dude is literally selling advertising that no one watches and is $25 million richer, and it's fake money. And people are like, no, he's good. He's good at what he does. He plays a video game. He does nothing.
But what you just refuted is your own line. Like, what you said is if it brings people entertainment, but it
brings people entertainment for half a second, because they don't. If you were to be like, hey, what PewDiePie video did you really love? They'd be like, how many have I watched? The one where he did the thing. Like Roseanne, I could name you any millions of. I can't name you the last fucking YouTube video that I was like, that was good and I fucking liked it. It's fucking meaningless. When I was young, to make money off a video you made, you had to send it to Bob Saget, the kingmaker of all kingmakers, and if you got lucky, you might have won $10,000.
But that's
and now you put it online of yourself shitting in your own mouth, and you're a millionaire in 30 seconds, and people are like, no, that's good. That's a good thing. While people who are doing but then you wonder, why aren't you doing more? Because I could just shit into my own mouth or go on Twitch and play a game while talking about random bullshit and possibly make money.
This is...
I do have a video up real quick of me shitting in my own mouth. It's on rotten.com. I have diarrhea, so those of you who are into that, look it up.
And I also do have a friend of a kid named Ty Peterson in high school. His video, it's like at 100,000 views on YouTube. It's called The Toe Sucker, and he sucks on his friend's toe for $5. Go check that out as well. But no, I just see the difference of, like, you're saying this person's doing nothing, and a lot of this new era stuff is luck of the draw. Mm-hmm. You know, like when I was posting on TikTok, it was like 200-300 views, like every single time. And I was working hard to make these skits. Like I was working hard. We got shared by Starting Nine. It's Barstool Sports. It's their baseball version. Okay. And I made this video where I had a beer on top of a softball bat. I launched it into the air. Timmery threw a pitch. I hit the softball. The beer came back down. I caught it, chugged it. I mean, I went through 2 cases of beer because they all fucking slammed into my head. Like, that was fucking hard work to make a video like that. You know, like...
I'm not even saying you should make $0 off of that. I'm just saying if you have 1 million views and you make... Or even PewDiePie. I'm not even saying PewDiePie should make $0. But to make $25 million from nothing just because Pepsi... Because a certain amount of people watch it, so Pepsi thinks if I play this 5-second ad, this does something. Pepsi doesn't need this; is literally paying you for nothing. Pepsi's ad, like the amount of Pepsi sold, does not go up because they put a 5-second ad before a PewDiePie video. They're giving you money for nothing. You did nothing to earn it or do it, but they will pay you for it, and then it gets watched by a million. Like you should make money. Sure, I'm fine with that. But to be like, oh, I made $25 million. Because Pepsi sold 3 more Pepsis a year, or...
The place that I can completely agree with you is when I loop to a generation below me. So watch what I do with what you do towards me. Now watch me do it. Like the kid, there's a kid on YouTube. They open up packages that people send them.
Yeah, I've seen this.
And so this kid last year, I think, banked $32 million. He's 6 years old. And he's been doing this since he was 4. Well, he's not buying the gifts. People are sending them to him, hoping that they'll say their name on the show. And so he on average gets, I think they said $400,000 worth of toys that the family ends up donating to charity to get it back as tax credit to use towards the amount of millions, and they use it as a tax write-off. I look at that, I'm like, you're telling me this kid... That's why I'm like, I beat the shit out of my kids every night. I'm like, why couldn't you be this kid?
Yeah, you really laid into him.
Why couldn't you be this kid?
Like, you guys are a generation of the Cash Me Outside girl, and you all hate her. Mm-hmm. She made $1 million in one day from her OnlyFans.
The first day.
She literally did nothing.
Yep.
Literally, there was not one picture up, and she made $1 million for doing absolutely... And then people are like, she deserves it. And you all are that girl. But you hate her.
But your generation was the one that destroyed people that were so talented just for being child celebrities. You destroyed Mary-Kate and Ashley. You destroyed Macaulay Culkin. You destroyed...
First of all, kids have been getting destroyed in Hollywood since the dawn of Hollywood.
No, your era is the one that destroyed them. Because you're
Shirley
like,
Temple
you guys
is
need
not
to be the
normal.
working class. You need to be the working class. You need to earn what you get.
First of all, Shirley Temple, not a normal... Leave It to Beaver, all those people, they were dying in the 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. Hollywood ruins children. That is not a thing that we
your era did it.
No.
Your era did it. Our era's turning Miley Cyrus into my era of Miley.
Billionaire.
Dude, yeah. What we're doing is we accept everyone. And then we work a little bit for what we want, but we want a lot more. And
You want a lot more for doing nothing. You want to post, watch me on Twitch and play a video game while people watch you with your fucking shoes off, and you want to make money doing that enough. And here's my thing. If I could do it, I would. I'm not saying I don't want to work. Working blows. And I'm not even like what I'm saying is though like that's the like people hate your generation because you're like, oh, we have it so bad. Really, a lot of you are doing nothing except playing a video game and having people watch you, and you're millionaires. And not only that, you could literally set up. If I had 1 million computers and just set them up to rewatch your video, you would be a millionaire from computers with no one at them. Rewatching your video with a program, and that you'd be a millionaire for literally nothing.
Well, my friend,
not even paying advertising.
When I tell you this, you are incorrect. So I found this out the hard way.
What'd you do?
So I have 4 iPads in my house. I have 4 phones. I have 2 computers and 2 PlayStations. So I was like, wow, what better way to make my YouTube views go up other than play them all on repeat? Well, it takes about you doing that twice before the IP server picks it up and says, hey, man, you're fucked, and takes away all the views and then leaves every time you do it, it sends you back to 0. If you get more than like 2 views off of a server, right, it takes you back to 0.
But you're telling me somebody can't find a way around that? And also, none of that. People buy Twitter followers and become rich from 10 million Indian fake followers on Twitter and all that shit.
Yeah, well, but that actually was a thing that happened. So
do you know who Steve Hostetler is?
I know a Steve, and he stinks.
Steve Hostetler. He got kind of famous on YouTube. He's a comedian, and he's a good comedian. But he got he kept posting the videos of like him wrecking a heckler. And it'd be a heckler that would say something, and he would destroy them, And he got
Wait, are you talking about Halloween towards Donald?
No. I mean something like that. And he would just destroy this heckler. Turns out that heckler was a friend of his, or that heckler was somebody he would say, "Hey, say these things," And he got famous from planting someone in the audience and having a fake thing that people thought was real going viral, and then people watching 3 seconds of an advertisement that they don't remember, and now he's rich and famous, kind of. From this shit, and then and your generation is like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, dude, that is the same thing though. Like, I mean, it is this clickbait stuff. It's because there's a difference in somebody making.
Bad.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We went fucking 45
Am I the
minutes.
longest one?
No.
I was going for the longest one. That's why I got this.
I honestly could have. I could honestly do it, but there's no way I'm doing it tonight.
That's why I started it. Honestly, like when it got to 105, I was like, I need to start something because I want to be the long. I wanted something that'll remember
Well,
me.
we are like. I mean, this is.
What's the longest one?
The longest is 3 hours and 40 minutes. So
I'd piss my pants.
I know. We took two, but okay. So
Am I the longest single one?
No,
Oh,
that's that other one was a single one.
Oh, I thought you did two. You meant when you said we did two. I thought you meant like you did cut it into two separate.
No, but I have to go pee as well. So what I'm going to say is this:
I'm not gonna pee next to you in that fucking.
I'll just go in the tub.
Anaconda you have.
No, you don't have to.
Can I pee on a dog?
Pee on a dog?
On your
no,
dog.
You're not giving my dog a golden shower. Do you want anybody to follow you anywhere? Do you want anybody to go to your pages, go to your shows?
I don't have pages.
All right. Well, that's Todd Willhite.
I have a Facebook page, but like
I feel like there's a slight chance that you'll come back on the podcast.
I'll do it anytime you want. I don't think I'm above any. I don't know why anybody ever thinks that. I literally have done every shitty open mic I've ever seen.
He can save it for another day.
Hey,
this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Neubert. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and go support local comedy because, hey, we're going to turn the Quad Cities into...
have a real job.
What'd you say?
You just want to suck your toes and have people give you fucking Patreon money or something.
I would love that.
I'll eat my toe jam and then your generation will be like, we can't go to college. Well, just fucking suck your toes on OnlyFans and make money. You
know what?
You fucking whore.
Look,
you fucking whore. I'm just mad because we didn't have that available to us.
So you know what I do? You know what? You probably do. You hold that in. Bitch it off right now. Because I got one last line. Okay. You know, I work a full-time job.
Good for you.
I have a family of 5. I drive an hour to and from work.
That's all. Well, you live in fucking Mather.
I'm a full-time college student. I run a podcast.
Online.
I run a super successful podcast for Matherville.
That's your hobby.
You like that for Matherville? And then I am a brilliant stand-up comedian. And you know the amount of time I spend working on these jokes? I'm one of the busiest people in the world. So for you to say our generation sucks, to that I say, good night. His generation sucks. My daddy boomer. We could fuck a little bit now if you want.
Oh my.